Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to play Upgrade, Migrate, or both. I'm your host, Kevin Sparenberg, and let's bring some contestants to the stage. First up, we have Kate Asaff from Austin, Texas. How you doing, Kate?
Great, Kevin. I'm so happy to be here.
Excellent, excellent. And next up, we have Zack Mutchler from Fort Worth, Texas. Hey, Zack.
Thanks for having me, Kevin.
Excellent. Let's learn a little bit about our contestants. Kate, in 5 seconds, tell me about yourself.
Oh, well, I'm originally from...
That's fantastic. And Zack, same question.
So I was born in upstate.
And that's great. Let's go ahead and get started. You all know the game show. We're going to talk to you about your Orion platform products. Given a scenario, do you upgrade, migrate, or both? All right, so let's go ahead and kick this off. Do I even need this?
No.
You have a microphone on your tie.
Enough of that then. Let's go ahead and get started. The first round is Livin' La Vida Local, so it's all about your on-prem upgrades or migrations or both of your Orion platform. Hands on the podium. Good. Let's get started. So, your infrastructure is running fine. Everything is humming along lovely, but you're running on a Windows 2012 infrastructure. Kate.
That would be both, because there are a lot of advantages to both Server 2016 and SQL 2016 that you want to be able to take advantage of. So first, you'd migrate to a 2016 environment and then upgrade the Orion platform to the latest version.
Okay, 100 points to you. All right, next question. Infrastructure is running great, but you're running Windows 2016. Zack.
Upgrade.
Okay.
We've already taken care of all the fancy bells and whistles of the 2016 platform. Let's just get to the latest version of Orion and have fun.
Okay, 100 points to you, sir. All right, moving on. One near and dear to my heart. Your infrastructure is running great, but your backend is on SQL Server 2012. Kate.
That would be both. You definitely want to migrate to SQL 2016 to take advantage of the awesome features it has, like column store indexes and in-memory tables, and then upgrade the Orion platform to the latest version.
All right, 100 points for you. All right. SYSLOGS and traps are overtaxing your Orion database. Kate.
Once again, it would be both, because you want to migrate to the current version of the Orion platform and then take advantage of our new log analyzer product to offload those syslog and traps.
Okay, 100 more points. She's pulling away from you. All right, how about this last one for round one? Your environment is stable and has been running fantastically. Management is perfectly pleased, but it hasn't been upgraded in 3 years.
Definitely
Zack.
a both situation. You have to, do everything we've already talked about, right? You have to get to the latest OS. You have to be able to take care of the new features and functionalities of SQL 2016, and we need to be on the latest versions of the Orion platform.
100 points to you, sir. And that does it for round one, Livin' La Vida Local. And we'll be right back after this to pick up round two.
Have you ever had one of those days where nothing seems to go right? Your monitoring solution is down and even turning it off and on again didn't work? Your first call should be to SolarWinds support. Our friendly staff is always willing to help. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, SolarWinds support will be there for you. This advertisement paid for by the Commission for Happy Customers.
Welcome back to Upgrade, Migrate, or both. Now it's time for round two. Head in the clouds. It's all about your Orion deployment as you go in hybrid or cloud-first methodologies. You both ready to get started?
Yes.
Ready.
Okay. So, first question is, the organization is moving to cloud, but most of it is primarily on-prem. Kate.
Well, a really good thing you can do is migrate all of your additional polling engines into the cloud, keeping the main Orion polling engine and the database on-prem.
Excellent. 200 points for you. Next question. So the company is currently adopting a cloud-first methodology. Zack.
I think the best idea here is to actually migrate your entire environment up there to the cloud with everything else. There's no reason to leave your Orion deployment by itself sitting in a data center somewhere.
Okay. 200 points for you, sir. All right, question 3. Your SQL Server hardware is 2 years out of warranty. Zach.
So with this one, I think you need to pony up the cash and buy new hardware, right? And you can then do all your upgrades to SQL 2017, 2016, what have you, and take it from there.
Okay. Hold on. It's not a complete answer. Kate for the steal?
Well, another thing you can do is migrate your entire deployment, including your database, using Amazon RDS or Microsoft Azure Database Services so that you're completely cloud-based.
And she stole it for 200 points. All right, last question for this round. Your Orion infrastructure is up to date, your SQL Server is running on 2017 on-premise, and your main polling engine is on-premise. All of your APIs are in the cloud, and all of the Orion deployment pages show that you're running latest versions. That's right, none of the above. I'm going to give myself those 200 points. If you're already running everything on a newer version than 2016 for SQL Server and running on latest versions, you don't have any work to do. And that's the end of the round. So join us right after this quick break and we'll get down to our lightning round.
Boost your resume with a SolarWinds Certified Professional certification. Take one of many SolarWinds product-based exams to prove your knowledge and know-how of the tools you use every day. Level up your IT career today.
Welcome back to Upgrade, Migrate, or Both. It's time for the lightning round. And let's dig right in. My Orion server's compute resources are completely maxed out. Zach.
I think you definitely need to do a migrate in this situation because you can take advantage of all the scalable features of infrastructure compute resources where on the fly you can increase memory, increase CPU resources whenever you need to without having to rebuild an entire hardware unit.
Excellent. 300 points to you, sir. All right, next question. Your boss did the proof of concept on SQL Express and just licensed that. Kate.
That's definitely a both. You want to be off SQL Express for many reasons, not only because of the size limitation, but also the memory limitation. So you'd want to migrate to a full version of SQL and then upgrade to the latest version.
Excellent, 300 points to you. All right, now it's time for the final question of the game. Are you both ready?
Yes.
Ready.
All right. Your infrastructure is running great, but you're still running NETFLOW Traffic Analyzer with a FASTBIT database. Kate.
The answer is both. You definitely want to migrate to SQL 2016 and then upgrade to the latest version of NETFLOW to take advantage of it.
Okay, 300 points to you. And that does it for our game. I'm going through and tallying up, and Kate, you're our winner. But since the points were made up, so were the prizes. So this is Kevin Sparenberg saying, remember, if you have an email rule to move alerts to a subfolder, you've already lost. Join us next time.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following. Looking to sharpen your knowledge? Need to onboard your new staff quickly? Need to understand new features or functionality? Who has the time? You do with SolarWinds Academy. Taught by experts, free to customers on active maintenance, and you can do it all from the comfort of your desk. Sign up now for the SolarWinds Academy and be top of your class.